Okay, right. So what are the examples for metamerism? So metameric organisms are phylum Annelida, phylum Arthropoda and Chordates. These three are the examples for metamerism. You need to remember. Next one, notochord. So a rod-like structure of mesodermal origin formed during embryonic development on the dorsal side. So that is called as notochord. Animals possessing notochord, such type of the animals are called chordates. Animals do not possessing notochord without notochord animals are non-chordates. So majorly all the animals divided into two different groups, chordates and non-chordates. Chordates means animals possessing notochord. So notochord rod-like structure, origin from where? Mesodermal origin, from during embryonic development in the region of dorsal side. So those are all chordates, right? So these are all the basis of classification, and examples also you need to remember. And in NCERT there is some of the diagrams given regarding about coelom and symmetry also, and go through the diagrams also. The diagrams also most important, right? Okay, next one, let us discuss regarding about phylums. So phylums and general characters and some of the examples. So first phylum, phylum Porifera. So what are the phylums order? Phylum Porifera, Coelenterata or Nidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, chordates, right? Okay. So in the chordates, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Vertebrata. So in the vertebrata, there is again divided into classes, that is fishes, pisces and amphibians, reptiles, apes and mammals, right? So let us discuss regarding about phylum Porifera, general characters and some of the unique characters. Phylum Porifera, the common also called sponges. These are called sponges, are usually marine and asymmetrical. Marine, the habitat is marine, usually marine, and some of the freshwater also presented. And asymmetry, asymmetry means water, there is no symmetry, and having cellular level of organization, exhibit cellular level of organization. Even though unique, the cells are exhibits different types of the body functions. There is no formation of tissues and body parts. Food gathering, respiratory exchange and removal of waste occurs through water canal system. So water canal system is one of the unique character of phylum Porifera. So what is the function of water canal system? Food gathering, respiratory exchange and removal of wastages, that is excretion process. And digestion is intracellular. The digestion process takes place within the cell, that is called intracellular, within the cells, not within the body cavity. Okay, right. Next one, ostia and spongocoel osculum help in water transport. In water canal system, how it works? There is throughout the body, phylum Porifera. What is meant by Porifera? There is a small pores are presented throughout the body. Pores, bearing of small pores throughout the body. So what are the small pores? Osteas, minute pores on the body. And spongocoel, the body cavity is called spongocoel. And osculum, there is a large output, water outlet is called, single water outlet is called osculum, helps in water transport. So osteas are more, and spongocoel body cavity, and osculum water outlet, water inlet is ostia, and they are lined by choanocytes. This is the most important point you need to remember. Ostia, spongocoel and osculum helps in water transport, and they are lined by choanocytes. There is a collar like flagella cells are presented. Those are called choanocytes, right? Next one, by the movements of choanocytes only, water enters inside the spongocoel and exit outside through osculum, right? Body wall has spicules and spongin fibers. So the body wall, the endoskeleton, which is made up of with spicules and spongin fibers. Animals are hermaphrodite. So what is meant by hermaphrodite? Hermaphrodite means bisexuals, right? And fertilization is internal fertilization. Internal fertilization means fertilization takes place inside of the body. And development is indirect, means presence of larva with larval stage which metamorphoses to adult. So examples are Cycon and Euspongia. So there are so many examples given in NCERT. Go through the NCERT examples also. Examples means what? There is examples of scientific names with common names also. Most important. Only NCERT examples revise it. Okay, right. So Cycon, Skypa, and Euspongia, that is path sponge. So any of the phylum you need to remember majorly unique characters and examples, right? Okay, next one, phylum Coelenterata. Why it is called Coelenterata? What is the reason? Because of there is uh, presence of body cavity coelenteron, so that only it is called Coelenterata. The body cavity of Coelenterata are also called Cnidaria. There is presence of coelenteron. The body cavity name is called coelenteron, so that only this phylum is called Coelenterata. Also called Cnidarians. Why it is called as Cnidaria? Because of presence of cnidoblasts. Also called Cnidarians are usually marine and radial symmetry, usually marine and freshwater also, and exhibits radial symmetry, and sessile or free swimming. So sessile organisms, and these are free swimming. Sessile means water. Poriferans also sessile, so attaches to the substratum, so without moving, without exhibition of locomotion. So Coelenterata both also sessile or free swimming. Porifera only sessile. So exhibition of which level of organization? Tissue level of organization, and these are diploblastic, and porifera do not exhibit true primary germ layers. You need to remember. And Coelenterata is diploblastic organisms, and the presence of cnidoblast for anchorage, defense, and capture of prey. There is specialized structures are presented, that is called cnidoblast, so that only these are called cnidarians. What purpose? Anchorage, defense, and capture of prey. And central body cavity called gastrovascular cavity or coelenteron. So the body cavity is called GVC, gastrovascular cavity, or coelenteron. So that only these phylum is called Coelenterata. And digestion is extra and intracellular, both extra and intracellular. Extracellular means the digestion takes place in the body cavity region, that is called extracellular, and intracellular also. And blind sac type of body plan with one opening called hypostome. So blind sac type of body plan, only one side closed, another side it is closed. That type of the body plan is called blind sac body plan with one opening called, that is called hypostome. So hypostome, that is presented in the region of mouth, that is called hypostome. Body wall composed of calcium carbonate CaCO3, endoskeleton composed of calcium carbonate, and alternation of exhibits of two body forms, polyp and medusa. So polyp and medusa, two different types of the body forms. So polyp is sessile and medusa is motile form. So polyp is cylindrical shape and medusa is umbilical shape. So polyp exhibits sexual reproduction, medusa exhibits sexual reproduction as discussed earlier. So just go through the NCERT lines also, right? And alternation of generation between body forms called metagenesis. This is the most important. So alternation of generation between body forms, sexual to asexual, asexual to asexual, that is metagenesis. That is called metagenesis. Metagenesis related to which phylum? Coelenterata. And examples also you need to remember. Metagenesis exhibits by which animal? Obelia. So that given, where medusa sexually produced and polyp asexually produced, right? So another examples from phylum Coelenterata: Hydra, Aurelia, jellyfish, and Phycelia, Portuguese man of the war, and Adamsia, sea anemone, right? And there is Gorgonia, Bindrina, and Pennatula. Go through the another examples also, NCERT examples. Clear up to this? And these are exhibits corals also, that is also most important. The dead endoskeletons of phylum Coelenterata are called corals, right? Next one, phylum Ctenophora. So one of the minor phyla in the animal kingdom, also called sea walnuts or comb jellies. Common name, sea walnuts or comb jellies, are exclusively marine and radial symmetry. And these are exclusively marine and exhibits what type of symmetry? Radial symmetry. Have in tissue level of organization, same, diploblastic, both are same. Coelenterata and Ctenophora is same. Tissue level of organization and diploblastic. Digestion, both extra and intracellular, that is also same. And the body has 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates, that is the most important. 8 external comb plates are presented for what purpose? Locomotion purpose. and exhibition of what bioluminescence emits light